Plaintiff Earl Colbutt III started dating the defendant after they met at a casino. 2 years into the relationship, Earl claims he proposed to the defendant, but during their engagement, the defendant stole his ATM card while he was sleeping and took money out of his account. Earl suing for the ring, stolen money, and unpaid loans. Defendant Juanita Martinez admits that she and Earl dated for over 4 years, but she insists they were never engaged. Juanita says Earl was always extremely jealous and insecure, and she's countersuing for harassment and mental anguish because she claims he assaulted her daughter and was arrested for it.
Start with you.
I'd like to tell you something about how I met Juanita Martinez. She used to work in a casino. And at the time I met her, she used to comment me on my jewelry that I used to wear.
You worked there as well?
No, I'm a...
You were a patron?
Yes, I was a patron at the time. And I used to gamble every day there. So she used to comment every, now and then.
You lost all your jewelry?
Right now it's in the pawn shop. So,
I was noticing you don't have any on now. You used to have a bunch of jewelry on. And you gamble every day. And now you don't have any jewelry on.
You're right.
So you lost everything.
Lost, yes.
All right,
no,
go ahead.
But I could still retain it. But at the time, I met Juanita. She used to comment about my jewelry, and we had a nice conversation now and then. And we started going out to see a show. We got to know each other a little bit better. Started to hang out with her, and Dawn Faye was with her. I kind of grew attached to her.
What's the favors you were doing?
A loan here and there for some money, help with the rent or help towards some bills. And
would she ask or you?
Yes, no, she would ask me, Earl, I'm kind of late on my rent. I'm short $300. Okay, I'll help you out.
I've never been late on my rent. I've never asked you for help.
All right, let him finish. Yes, sir.
I have some IOUs of the incidents where she had borrowed some money. I have promissory notes that I would like to show also.
And I also have receipts that they've been paid back.
I thought you just said you never borrowed from him, though.
No, I can't say never, but he's saying that I borrowed.
Did.
Your Honor, he said that I have borrowed money to pay rent.
That's right. Okay.
It's been a couple of occasions. Sometimes, maybe that's her.
Whatever the case, she borrowed and agreed to repay.
Right.
I also have receipts that I've paid it back.
Now, were you all friends during these loans?
Yes. At the time, we were still going together.
Oh,
we were going together. We was going together for about 2 years. She had got
What years were those?
Those were in 05 all the way up until 09.
Okay, that's 4 years.
Yes. Well,
all right.
That's when we first started, when it started getting more serious.
Okay.
After 2 years, it started getting a little bit more serious. So she had got a tattoo on her arm with my name on it.
Okay.
And I said, oh, wow, this is getting kind of serious. So I proposed to her.
Allow her to give some background before we get to your proposal for marriage and the engagement ring that you're suing about and the loans that you're suing about, ma'am.
Yeah, now let me start by letting everyone know I've never been engaged to Earl. He has never asked me to marry him. He has never gotten down on his knee. Yes, we did go out for 4.5 years. I did dedicate my loyalty to him, so much so that I decided to get a tattoo on my arm because I got tired of him being so jealous, and that's why we're not together today, because of the fact that he is so jealous.
Give me some examples.
Example was, where do I start? I used to go to family functions with him on his side of the family because he's Mashantucket Pequot, and he had big shindigs to go to, and I used to go with him, accompany him. And
so
I
that
used
people
to
know what you're referring to. He's an American Indian.
Yes.
Or Native American.
Native American, yes.
Yeah, people make that mistake of characterizing Native American as Indians. Indians come from India. Go ahead.
True. Like I was saying, I used to go to family functions with him, and I used to get accused of making googly eyes with his brother-in-law, or even with his nephews. It got to be so bad. So I finally cut that out. I stopped saying, no, Earl, you go alone and I'll stay home, because it got to be really bad. It would cause...
Would you accuse her of that, sir?
No.
You've never done it.
Okay.
I've
yes, you
accused
have.
her of staring at some of my
Relatives.
Relatives,
That's
yes.
what I was asking.
Yes, but not.
It's gotten to be so bad that it has escalated so bad. The reason I stopped seeing him is now I've been accused of seeing my son-in-law, that I've actually had relations with my son-in-law.
Have you accused her of that?
No.
You're lying, Earl. You have. That's why I'm not going out with him now, because it's gone way beyond what I can handle anymore. As far as the ring, I got the ring because I had gotten the tattoo. I figured the tattoo would kind of like show him my loyalty to him. And I got the tattoo, so what's good? You know, are you gonna get a tattoo? Because he has one on his arm. I figured he'd, you know. And
She's wrong there.
he said that he would, instead of getting the tattoo, he'd get me a ring. So it would reflect Earl the Third, and that way everyone's like, oh, Earl must have gotten you the ring. That's why I got the ring. It wasn't an engagement ring. As a matter of fact, he bragged so much that it wasn't an engagement ring, that the engagement ring that he would eventually get me, if ever, would be much bigger and better than what I have.
It was an engagement ring.
It
that
was
I
not
brought
an
her.
engagement ring.
Right.
I got the engagement ring. The engagement ring I'm being sued for, as a matter of fact, is sitting in the pawn shop, Your Honor. So what gives?
Sir?
She asked to pawn the ring.
Why?
She needed money for rent again.
Why couldn't she just say, hey, Earl, I'm short on my rent again?
Because prior to that, she has used my ATM card without.
So you were broke, that's your point?
No, I wasn't broke.
So why couldn't you have given it to her, your fiance, like
Yes.
you did in the past?
Because
when your fiance comes to you, you're about to get married, remember? Your fiance comes and says, hey, baby, I need a little more on this rent. Now, she was coming to you for rent before you all were engaged.
Right.
So now that you're engaged, why wouldn't you loan her or give her the rent then?
After 2.5 years, I found out that she had, when I went to sleep in our house, she went in my wallet and took my ATM card out. She went to the bank and used it without my knowledge. I went to sleep in our house and I was robbed. Okay? And they stole my credit card and they used it. And I have pictures here from the bank.
Sir?
Yes.
Was this before you agreed to take the ring and pawn it?
Yes, this was before that.
So she did all these things to you. She robbed you. She did all these things to you. And then one day, after doing all this to you, she came and said, hey, honey, I want you to pawn this ring for me. You okay?
No, it wasn't like that. She
why
came over.
why would
I was
you?
in love
why
with the
would-
lady.
Oh, okay.
I was still in love with the lady, and I liked the family. So when she came over, even though we were having bad times,
And even though she robbed you, you were all right.
but it wasn't out of my pocket. It was the engagement ring that I had gave her. She asked me, can I pawn it for
and
her?
aren't you suing for the engagement ring?
Yes.
Why?
Because
it came out of your pocket.
No.
It didn't come out of your pocket?
The engagement ring money did come out of my
Right,
pocket.
and the reason you said you went and allowed her to pawn it because it didn't come out of your pocket. And now, as you just said, it did come out of your pocket because you paid for the engagement ring.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Sir, go ahead.
Okay. After I pawned the engagement ring for her, I had found out that she never went back and put the down payment, the monthly payment down to get the ring back out of
It
the
was in
shop.
your name.
It was in both of our names.
Where's the ring?
It's still in the pawn shop.
How much is owed on it?
$900.
Okay, so if she paid, so how much are you suing her for on the ring? $1,100?
That's what it cost. Yes.
Okay, why wouldn't you just sue her for the $900? Yeah, it
Your
starts
Honor,
out making sense.
if I may,
Yes.
the ring cost $629. $629.
No, she's lying.
What do you
Am I
have to
lying?
prove?
I have a
Ma'am,
receipt.
what do you have to prove
I'm
that?
sorry, I have a receipt.
Let's see.
And I've got a picture of the ring.
And you say it wasn't an engagement ring.
No,
right?
sir, it wasn't. It's a very pretty ring.
BJ's Club, that's where you got it,
Wholesale
sir?
club.
Yes, I got it from BJ's, but it wasn't no 600.
Approximately what date?
This was in 02, 03, something like that.
How can that be? I
03.
didn't know you
Yes.
then.
You were engaged to her in 02.
No.
That's what you just said. You
I know.
said you gave her this engagement ring in 02, sir.
Well, not thinking back on it, it was probably 04 or 05. Yes, because
This diamond ring was purchased February of 07 by you from BJ's.
could I see that? Oh yes. Okay, so it's 07. Okay.
Right,
But
that's
hold tight.
07. Meaning you
Hold
gave
tight.
her this engagement ring in 07, yet you became engaged to her, you say 02, then 03, now 05.
I was
Claims dismissed, sir, because that's been proven to be untrue, the
Okay.
engagement ring. How do you respond to the loans and the stolen money?
To the loans, I have receipts.
Showing that you paid him.
Yes, sir.
Let's see them.
I've learned, being with her, I have learned, that's the receipt. That's the only one, yes.
I have received $1,800 cash for repayment of the loan. Sir,
no,
you never signed that either.
no.
Let's see your driver's license, sir.
She's never. Oh, all right.
Let's see your driver's license. Harassment and mental anguish. How, ma'am?
Sir, Earl has continuously, just shows up out of the blue at my house unannounced. He's gotten into altercations with my oldest daughter. He's been arrested for
Come on up,
that.
young lady. State your name.
Justine Martinez.
What happened?
We were arguing. I don't remember about what, but he ended up slapping me in my face, and we started fighting.
Sir?
No, I've never put my hands on her.
We have a
Police report, Your Honor.
Oh,
Oh, what?
We have.
I filed. She has put her hands on me.
Sir?
Yes, she has put her hands on me before
Got you. Sir, you were dishonest with me about this. It was purchased in 07. You said 05 you became engaged to her. Then you say you never signed anything agreeing that you received monies from her. This is an exact duplication of your signature I'm looking at. Then I believe he slapped you, as the police report indicates. He's lied about every single allegation he's made today. Claim is dismissed for you. Judgment for the counterclaim, $2,000. Have a good day.
Get the story together, Earl, really.
Yeah, you never gave me no
I've got receipts.
$1,800.
I've got voicemails.
That-
You've called
yes.
my job. Stop bothering
never-
me, Earl. Leave me alone, Earl. Don't
I'm
call
not-
my job.
I don't call
sue me
you.
anymore.
I don't call
It's
you.
enough.